Flam Drag. This is a hybrid rudiment, a drag with a flam at the beginning of it. It's one of the most difficult rudiments, and I know a lot of students, a lot of people kind of use it as a rite of passage. If you can play flam drags, you're pretty cool. But first, to work on your flam drags, make sure you can play flams very well and make sure your drags are played very well as well. The two heights, the diddles and the accents, important on a flam drag. A flam drag is going to require a little tension in the hand just to squeeze to keep that primary note down, because the next note after a primary is a diddle. So if I play flam drags, once again we're going to break it down one hand at a time. Let's see what the right hand's doing when we play flam drags. So work on that. Make sure you can get that clean and control the accent, the controlled stroke, the diddle, and the upstroke, and get it nice and clean. The upstroke's very important to get these fast. Once again, good technique, and you'll get these fast. So this is a hybrid rudiment. It's a flam accent and a single drag put together. I'm going to play 4 flam accents, 4 single drags, and then 4 flam drags to put them together. I'll play this at a moderately slow tempo so you can see everything. All right, so the things I'm thinking about there is the spacing of the flam, not playing flat flams, but playing good flams. They're rather tight, playing a good quality diddle down at the low end, playing a strong diddle but soft, okay? One thing I like to say to my students, I said, I want you to play that diddle loud, quietly. What I mean is play it with some intensity. Don't just drop it in there. So good quality sound on the flam accent, good flams. On the drag, strong diddle on the low end, and on the flam drag, you got to put both of those together. So here's the same exercise a little faster. As I play that faster, it's going to take a certain amount of squeezing the stick in order to hold that accent down and get that diddle in there real quick. So there's a little bit of tension. We want to use as little tension as possible whenever we're playing, but this rudiment requires a little bit. So here's the flam drag, same exercise. I'm going to try and reef it a little bit. In other words, play it fairly fast. I'm going to do an exercise from my book, Lesson 25, exercise number 3. That's from Dr. Throwdown's Rudimental Remedies. We're going to try this at tempo 6. Now this has flam drags, but I also throw in some flam 5s, which is another hybrid rudiment, but it's not on the list of 40 rudiments. Here's also a shout out to my man Tom Float. These are the Tom Float sticks. And he's the guy that coined the term cheese, putting some cheese on it. So we're gonna throw some cheddar, some mozzarella, all kinds of cheese on this one. So this is flam drags, flam 5s. There you have it, the 40 Percussive Art Society snare drum rudiments. That's your bridge to the hybrids, but remember, fundamentals. Start slow. Work on your technique. Without the technique, you can't go fast. Now, take these rudiments and use them in many different ways. Use the technique on other instruments, but remember, this is your foundation. So practice them. They're your rudiments.